Welcome to Term 2 and welcome to Pimlico Online. It's the start of a very unusual term for everybody, and indeed the past few weeks will have been quite normal for some people, but quite unusual and stressful for others. Some families will have had a fairly typical holiday at home, while others have been impacted significantly by some of the fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic. As we start a new term, most of us are going to be moving into learning online. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about how we're going to make that work as well as we can for everybody. First of all, you're going to be largely following your timetable. It'll provide a familiar structure in an otherwise new way of going about our work this term. When teachers are delivering content and providing feedback will be during the normal times that you have each subject. There'll of course need to be flexibility. You won't always be available at those times, and teachers certainly won't be delivering face-to-face content for every lesson of every day. And there'll be competing demands at home, so we'll all need to exercise some flexibility. What's important is that everybody is proactive, but also patient. And what I mean by that is, be proactive by reaching out to your teachers, by communicating with them, by looking for other ways that you can solve problems as they arise. But also be patient. Be patient with your teachers and recognise that this is a new experience for them as well. Be patient with your parents. We don't want them to have to feel as though they're taking on the role of being teachers as well as everything else they're doing at home. Be patient with your siblings, who you might be sharing devices or a workspace with. And be patient with yourself. None of us are going to be as productive, particularly in the first few days, in new circumstances as we might normally be. So it's important that we're a little bit forgiving, not only to others, but to ourselves as well. What I want to do now is talk through some practical tips that will hopefully make this adjustment to online learning a little easier. First of all, make sure you've got an appropriate space. Where possible, try and make that not your bedroom. Make it a public area of the house. It might need to be a space that you share with other siblings or other members of your family who are also working. Make sure you have appropriate dress. You don't need to be in your uniform, but make sure that, particularly if you're going to be involved in any video sessions, that you're dressed appropriately. And make sure that you have appropriate conduct. Our normal care philosophy is still an important guide to how we should conduct ourselves. In terms of care, all of you will be receiving a virtual care package, your iCare package, each week. And I encourage you to work through that because it gives you a range of useful tips and advice about your mental and physical well-being over these next 5 weeks while we're learning in this format. While you will be following your timetable, do make sure you use your breaks. Get up, move around, exercise during your lunch breaks, make sure you're still eating properly. And also make sure that you have time away from screens. No one expects you to spend 6 hours sitting in front of an iPhone or a laptop. Some of the work that your teachers set, you'll be able to download and do offline. Some of it you'll be able to do on worksheets, and some will be practical activities that you might be able to do at home. Another way to stay away from your screen is to do some reading or to do some help around the house. This Thursday, the 23rd of April, is World Book Day. Books are an amazing way for us all to be able to travel and experience the world without leaving our homes. So if you're stuck, if you need some time away from your screen, grab a book, have a read, or see what you can do to help out around the house. Another important date coming up is Anzac Day. Over this next week, please give some thought to how you and your family might commemorate Anzac Day on Saturday, given the new and different circumstances that we're in 2020. Now though, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to jump online, to log into eLearn, and to start our online learning experience. If you need some help, jump onto our website. There's a dedicated page with a whole host of resources and information to assist you with your online learning. From the main website, you can access the curriculum tab and then go to Pimlico Online. All the very best for your studies and your work over the next week. Remember that your teachers are only an email away. We're all going to be working hard and working together to make sure that we make the most of these difficult circumstances. All the very best for the week ahead. I'll see you when I talk to you in my next message at the start of week 2. Best wishes, everybody.